Pickle prepping planet. Alien invasion protocols. How governments and scientists might respond. It began with reports of unidentified drones over the East Coast in early 2025. At first, they were dismissed as privately owned technology or foreign surveillance. But these were no ordinary drones. They moved with precision unmatched by anything on record, defying wind resistance and performing maneuvers that left even the most advanced fighter jets in the dust. The sightings multiplied, fleets of glowing orbs hovering silently over Boston, Washington, D.C., and Miami. By the time the Department of Homeland Security issued a statement, it was clear that these were not mere drones but something far more advanced. Within days, the whispers had begun. We are not alone. Day 1. The announcement. The president appeared on every screen, his face pale under the glare of studio lights. Behind him, advisors shuffled nervously, their expressions grim. Today, humanity faces an unprecedented moment in history, he began. Unidentified objects have been detected across the eastern seaboard. While we do not yet understand their intent, we urge everyone to remain calm. Calm was impossible. Social media erupted with panic. Footage of the glowing objects weaving through cityscapes went viral within minutes. Stock markets plunged as fear spread like wildfire. In rural Pennsylvania, armed militias formed overnight, convinced they were Earth's last line of defense. Behind closed doors, however, a network of protocols decades in the making had already been activated. Day 2. The protocols locked in the Pentagon's Situation Room. Military officials and scientists pored over classified documents marked Project Omega, the code name for humanity's extraterrestrial contingency plan. Drafted during the Cold War, it outlined 3 critical phases: observation, communication, and defense. Phase 1. Observation satellites and ground-based radars tracked the drones' movements. They weren't meteorites or satellites. They moved with purpose, congregating near strategic locations: the White House, NASA's Kennedy Space Center, and several nuclear facilities. Their eerie silence only amplified the sense of dread. Through high-resolution imaging, scientists analyzed the drones. Sleek, metallic spheres emitting faint blue light. Spectrometers detected exotic materials, elements not found in Earth's periodic table. Dr. Evelyn Park, an astrophysicist from MIT, whispered what everyone feared. They're watching us. Phase 2. Communication. A team of linguists, cryptographers, and AI experts was hastily assembled at the United Nations. Using every known form of communication, radio waves, laser signals, mathematical sequences, they attempted contact. Hours stretched into a day with no response. At precisely midnight, GMT, every screen on Earth flickered. The same message appeared in all languages. We come in peace. Submit representatives. The eerie uniformity of the message sent chills through even the most rational minds. Questions erupted. Was it a trap? A test? A ruse to lower humanity's guard? Day 3. The delegation in Washington, D.C. Under the glare of global scrutiny, a delegation was chosen. Diplomats, scientists, and military personnel from the world's superpowers. Dr. Park, chosen for her expertise, felt an unease she couldn't shake. Their convoy approached one of the drones hovering over the National Mall, its surface gleaming like liquid obsidian. The drone's surface shimmered and shifted, revealing a hatch that emitted a harsh white light. A single figure emerged, a humanoid silhouette with an impossibly elongated form. It moved fluidly as though its body were made of liquid metal. "Why are you here?" Dr. Park managed to ask, her voice trembling. The response came instantly, chilling in its simplicity. To judge. Day 7. The dread. As the delegation negotiated or tried to, the drones multiplied. They appeared over rural areas, near military installations, and even deep in the wilderness. Livestock and crops began to die en masse near their hovering forms. Across the globe, people reported identical nightmares of shadowy figures standing at the foot of their beds. Back in Washington, tensions within the delegation reached a breaking point. The drone's criteria for judgment remained unclear. Dr. Park's unease grew as she noticed patterns in the drone's behavior. Subtle shifts in their light whenever humanity's divisions came into focus. They're not just watching, she realized aloud. They're feeding off our fear. Day 10, the ultimatum. On the 10th day, the drones emitted a sound unlike anything heard before. A deep, resonant hum that shook buildings and left people clutching their ears. Across every screen and device, a new message appeared. Choose unity or annihilation. In a secret UN session, the world's leaders argued bitterly. General Marcus demanded a preemptive strike, suggesting nuclear force. Better to die fighting than begging, he roared. Dr. Park countered, pleading for unity and cooperation. They're testing us, she said. If we fail, it's because we failed ourselves. As debates raged, something unthinkable happened. One by one, nations' power grids collapsed. Darkness blanketed cities. Food distribution halted. Hospitals failed. The drones offered no further communication, only silence, and the unmistakable sense that time was running out. Day 30. The judgment. On the final day, the drones emitted blinding beams of light, illuminating the night sky like artificial suns. Across the planet, people froze as visions overtook them. Images of Earth, scarred by war, pollution, and greed, flashed through their minds. Then came glimpses of an alternate reality, a united Earth, thriving and harmonious. The drones disappeared as abruptly as they had arrived, leaving behind a single symbol burned into the ground at each landing site, a circle broken by jagged lines. Humanity was left fractured, uncertain of what the drones' departure truly meant. Had they passed the test, or been deemed unworthy? Dr. Park, now a recluse, summarized it best in her final interview. They didn't destroy us, they didn't need to, they just showed us what we are, and what we could be. The real terror is knowing the choice was always ours.